Allies by Stephen Meehan. Tarian marched through the dense forest, his detachment trailing behind. Upon entering a small clearing, Tarian retrieved his radio.
Everyone on me. I found a clearing, and I want to regroup.
As a series of confirmations rang out, he switched his radio to another channel as he leaned against a tree.
Kel, has your team found anything?
No luck in our sector.
Keldon said, his voice weary.
I think it's time to call the search.
Negative. We need to keep looking, Kel.
Tarian pushed off the tree and peered through the foliage, catching hints of his people.
You're the boss,
Keldon said. After a few silent moments, his voice emerged from the radio.
However, I think we'll have better results if we double up.
I'm not sure that'll...
It's a great idea, considering what we've encountered on this planet.
Tarian banged the radio against his head and sighed. He recognized Keldon's stubborn streak.
Fine, we just found a clearing.
On our way, boss,
Keldon said with more cheer than he should have possessed. As his people emerged from the trees, he switched channels once more.
Caleb, how's the search going for your team?
We've had a fairly good day, Tarian.
Caleb said, his voice mimicking Keldon's.
What constitutes good?
Tarian asked as the last member of his team emerged from the forest.
After this hunt, we'll have enough meat for at least a month.
Caleb, it's good you were able to salvage your day, but it wasn't supposed to be a hunt.
Tarian punched the nearby tree. While the rough bark tore at his knuckles, he moved toward the center of the clearing.
I'm willing to guess you haven't found any traces of the missing colonists.
Nope.
Caleb said. Tarian clenched his jaw, his gaze darkening as he stared at the sky.
Secure the game, then return to the settlement.
Yes, sir.
Caleb responded. One of his people stepped up and nodded.
Are we waiting for anyone?
Keldon.
Tarian said. He gestured at the ground, offering a false smile.
Get comfortable.
Roger that, sir.
After a few minutes, Tarian retrieved his radio and switched to his friend's channel.
Kel, where are you?
Tarian, you need to come to me.
Keldon's voice held an edge of unease.
I'm not that far east of your location. Don't ask questions. They won't help us. Come quickly and stow your weapons.
With a grim nod, Tarian stowed his radio and whistled loudly.
All right, we're moving out to pull Kel's team out of whatever they stumbled into. Keep your heads on a swivel and your weapons ready to deal with whatever we find.
After a chorus of affirmations, Tarian followed Keldon's directions. A few minutes later, he caught sight of his people. But before he could react, something sharp pressed against his back. A mysterious voice shattered the silence.
You were instructed to come without your weapons leading you.
Given what we've discovered on this rock, I don't like being defenseless,
Tarian said without emotion. Several seconds later, the blade was removed from Tarian's back as the voice echoed off the trees.
I can respect that, but we cannot accept your presence in our territory.
Tarian turned and froze, finding a collection of individuals who appeared to be colonists. Though upon a closer examination, he realized they were far too lean to be members of his expedition. His grip on the rifle loosened when he met their strange gaze.
We're searching for missing members of our group.
How'd they go missing?
The leader of these men asked.
During an assault on our compound.
An assault?
A stranger from behind the leader asked. Tarian scrutinized them, perceiving additional distinctions. Aside from their frames, the eyes were more tilted and slightly too far apart. Another oddity was how their ears drew up to a point. Having registered the differences, Tarian answered the question.
We've coined the terms trolls and goblins to describe the monsters.
The lanky creatures hissed. After several tense seconds, the leader silenced his group with a single gesture.
We know of these things. We want nothing to do with them. Your people are not here. Leave and do not return.
Wait, can you help us?
No.
The leader's tone was final. They all stepped into the forest, vanishing.
You have nothing that interests us. You have an hour to gather your search parties and leave, or there will be bloodshed.
Let's not tempt a confrontation,
Tarian said as he switched his radio to broadcast to all channels. These creatures, whoever they were, could have been valuable allies. But one look at their hardened expressions told Tarian pressing the issue would only make enemies of them.
Everyone head back to the settlement.
When they emerged from the forest, Tarian switched his radio to Caleb's frequency.
Please tell me you're on your way to the settlement.
Nope, we ran into some folks.
Tarian turned back to the forest.
Were they lanky?
Nope, and they'd like to talk.
Tarian licked his lips.
We've been ordered to leave the forest on pain of death.
We're just outside the forest. It looks like just west of your location.
We'll be there in a minute.
Tarian stowed his radio and raised his voice.
Let's go assist Caleb.
After a quick agreement, they jogged to Caleb's location, finding his team conversing with figures who were broad and stout. When Tarian reached the group, Caleb pulled him towards one of the strangers.
Fitik, this is Tarian. Tarian, this is Fitik. His people are fierce enemies of the trolls and goblins.
Tarian smiled at the news and offered Fitik his hand. The stout figure tilted his head up so he could study Tarian.
It's far too early to talk of friendship. Yet given your fight against the green-skinned menace, a possibility exists after learning more about you.
Agreed.
Tarian said with a warm smile.
Come, let's have a feast. We have plenty of fresh meat.
Excellent.
Fitik exclaimed, clapping Tarian's shoulder.
With that, our story concludes. I hope you've enjoyed today's reprieve from your daily grind. If you like the vibe, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because every bit helps get this channel spread to those who require a momentary chance to unwind. I'll see you for the next tale, my friends.